What's going on, everybody? Again, this is Brian Zeke, aka Franchise Play, coming to you with some gameplay. I've been, going through the list of questions that I had about a week ago, or maybe a little bit. About a week ago, no, it was actually a little less time than that. I asked you guys to use the hashtag FP Plays 2K, and I wanted to, know what you wanted to see on this 1 or 2 days or so before everybody gets pretty much access to the entire game. So I wanted to give people their last minute previews, and I asked you guys what you wanted to see. So I've already started working through the list a little bit. I was gonna do a live stream, but I didn't. I knew that would take me a long time, and then all of it, I knew that I would be getting a lot of live requests like right there, and I didn't want to deny people the live request as I was trying to work through the list of the people who actually did send the questions on Twitter. So I decided to cut it up into some different videos. So I already tried to create Reggie Miller, and we saw that didn't work out so well. I have been attempting to communicate with 2K in regards to what can be done to fix this creative player situation. I don't have any confirmation of anything like that or something that is definitely going to be done, but I did want to let you guys know I have been trying to see. I mean, it's not as though I have any major sway. I'm really like nobody in this whole situation. I'm a fan just like everybody else. But I'm hoping that something can happen because it's a really drastic downgrade. Like I was reserving judgment on it until I got my full hands on it, but now that I've gotten my hands on it, I know it's yeah, it ain't real good. It ain't real good at all. So and there's seems to be an increasing amount of people who are taking notice to how bad it is. So that could be a good thing for us in regards to getting it changed. But anyway, what I wanted to show you here as I work through my list is a full game, which some people did ask for gameplay. One particular person, I believe, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, I apologize for that, asked to see the 88-89 Detroit Pistons in the road jerseys. It's pretty basic jersey, but hey, whatever floats your boat. So I queued up this game with me playing as the 07-08 Denver Nuggets against those Detroit Pistons. And one thing that I do like that has happened, as you will see in this video, is that the Nuggets Carmelo Anthony has braids. Now, I don't know if that was a late change or not, because I thought I saw a screenshot of Melo with the Nuggets without the braids, without the cornrows. But that might have been for the all-time team, which they may not have given him the cornrows for the all-time team. I'm not sure. But I definitely can confirm, as you'll watch this video, that the 07-08 Melo has cornrows, which is really cool. You'll notice there's a little bit of an issue with the way the substitutions work, I think, and this is something I'm going to take note of, and I'm going to put it in my review for the most part. And I don't know if this was an issue with the Nuggets, their rotations or what have you. Maybe the backup point guard for the 07-08 Nuggets, which I can't think off the top of my head who that was, didn't get licensed or something. But Iverson plays an inordinate amount of minutes, and when they do substitute him, it's like Eduardo Nahara ends up playing like point guard, and Nahara is a power forward, small forward, and so that's weird. And defensively, Melo ends up guarding point guards and shooting guards a little bit, so I had to manually go in and change that on one instance. So that was a little weird, but those are pretty easy issues to resolve. But you'll also see what I meant by gameplay just being extremely smooth this year. It's outstanding gameplay. I felt like it might have gotten easier. I don't know if they posted something, or I don't know if it's what I told you guys. I don't play video. I mean, I'm not an expert gamer. I'm an expert in the industry and in the in regards to how much I love it. But in terms of being like the best gamer, I'm not that guy. But I'm not the worst either. But I don't know. I don't play the game well in like busy settings. I don't. You know, if it's a lot going on, I usually can't. I can't even play and talk on the phone at the same time, to be honest. So I told you guys that part of what you saw with that all-time Bulls, all-time Pistons video was me just, you know, struggling with the chaotic environment. So this game is a little different. I'll just say that. The first quarter, though, I will tell you it was on pro. I just started it up, whatever. So then after the first quarter, I changed it to Superstar, and like those other games, the full games on Superstar. So you'll kind of see what I mean with that. But it's a full game. Melo is a beast with Denver. I haven't played with him with the Knicks, but he's a filthy young man with Denver, so you'll get a chance to see that. Rachel Demeter looking nice. Hey, how you see? I see you, RD. I see you. I see you. And there's my man SOG. So this is a really long episode of 2K TV that I'm gonna cut right now. I used it for the sake of me being able to do all of the talking that I wanted to do before the video started. But let's go ahead and get into this full game. I appreciate y'all watching. As always, God bless and peace.
Presentation of the NBA. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the Detroit Pistons and the Denver Nuggets. So the Nuggets win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Detroit, Thomas is out there with Joe Dumars. Then there's Aguirre. Then there's Mahorn, and it's Lambeer. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thomas against Iverson. Offside Thomas. Pass to Mahorn. Shot clock at 6. Dumars with it. Camby picks him up. Dumars misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Smith kicks to Camby. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Anthony against Aguirre. Camby can't get the putback. On defense, the Nuggets. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Detroit's head coach. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now here's Iverson. There's the dish to Anthony. Fires from 14. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Anthony's got 5 now.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Now, here's Thomas. No one near him. Buries the jump shot. Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Iverson outside. Martin the screen. Shoots off the screen. Fires from the line. And again, it's Carmelo Anthony. He has 7.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Mahorn, a screen on Iverson. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Lambeer. Anthony against Aguirre. Over Anthony. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
The Pistons trailing. Outside Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. A different look for Denver. Nene, he's checked in for Campbell. Hunter comes in for Kenyon Martin. And Eduardo Nahara is subbed in for Smith. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. James Edwards checked in for Lambeer. Sally comes in for Mahorn. Rodman, he's checked in for Aguirre. And it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Hunter. Nene down low. Edwards there. And the shot's good from Nene.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Dumars. Feeds it to Rodman. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Dumars. Detroit, no good that time either.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Pistons trail by 4. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Sally with a screen on Anthony. Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw good from Anthony. Good on both. Johnson against Iverson. Edwards with the screen. Here's Rodman. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The Nuggets leading by 6. Anthony in the corner. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Dawkins checked in for Detroit. Now the Pistons with it. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Dumars. Down low. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And that one is off. Iverson with some nice D. From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Denver. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Just
Pistons trail by 6. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Edwards out there with Dawkins. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Dumars. And it's Rodman in its small forward. Johnson's shot is off.
the shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here's Iverson outside. That one doesn't drop. And Detroit the other way now. Now Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Tries again. Rodman, the second chance bucket after some strong work on the rebound.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance point.
Nene, the screen. Here's Iverson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Denver making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And then for Detroit, Aguirre's checked in for Edwards. And Thomas subbed in for Dumars. Tries a three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Iverson outside. Over Thomas. Iverson, no luck.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Nene. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That free throw, no good. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Denver. And Detroit with a change here, too. And Beers checked in for Rodman.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And stolen by Iverson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the shot's good from Nene.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Pass to Dawkins. Dawkins, a screen on Iverson. Clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Detroit, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Martin's checked in for Nene. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Mahorn's checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Iverson kicks to Martin. Nahara dishes to Iverson. Rebounded by Lambier.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Here's Thomas. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Thomas got 6.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Thomas against Iverson. He dishes it to Nahara. Smith for 3. Kept alive and finished off by Martin.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Smith for three. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Sally, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Aguirre. A shot off that time. And it's Denver the other way. Iverson with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Nahara, the pass to Campbell. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Joe Dumars, he's checked in for Detroit. They set the screen. He kicks it to Lambeer. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Aguirre. And it's Denver with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Anthony dishes to Camby. Thomas with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Nahara. Nahara's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all. Particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
The Pistons making a change here. Rodman's checked in. Rodman sets a screen. With the teardrop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the... contact. They get Marcus Campbell. Pistons have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That free throw good from Thomas.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the 2nd quarter.
And the Pistons making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Smith kicks to Anthony. Martin the screen. Smith wide open. He fires. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And it's 9 points for Smith. Thomas kicks to Dumars. The feed to Rodman. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Martin the screen. It's Martin on the wing. There's the pass to Smith. Anthony against Dumars. The 11-footer. And John Sally, the spider, snares the rebound. Outside, Rodman. And Thomas has it in the corner. Over Smith. Martin with the block. And he gets it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angle.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. It's just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Here's Thomas. They've got Smith. Anthony is out there with Martin. And it's Camby. And it's Iverson in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the pinpoint pass there by Isaiah.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Anthony. The 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pistons trail by 8. Outside Thomas. Lambeer screen. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Iverson outside. He feeds it to Martin. Camby down low. Lambeer defending. Camby good. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Here's Smith. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Hunter's checked in for Marcus Camby. Iverson against Thomas. Pass to Aguirre. Just 5 to shoot. No good, unable to end this run.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Anthony against Aguirre. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for your Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony.
No good on the free throw. Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Dumars. And the second free throw, good. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Thomas. Johnson the screen. Thomas passes to Aguirre. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Out to Anthony for 3. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Lambier. Wide open shot is on the money. Lambier's got his second bucket of the game to go. Denver leading by 14. Iverson outside. Martin with a screen on Aguirre. That shot off, and Detroit the other way now. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Passes to Mahorn. Outside Thomas. Pass to Aguirre. Shot clock at 6. Over Anthony. Aguirre, good. Aguirre's got 6. Iverson with the ball. Kicks to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Aguirre. Hunter grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's Smith missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Iverson dishes to Smith. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Anthony. Now the pass to Hunter. Feeds it to Iverson. Sinks the triple. 6 points for him.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Nene, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Nahara comes in for Anthony. Then for the Pistons, Edwards comes in for Mahorn. And it's Rodman in for Aguirre. Pistons trail by 17. Johnson outside. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Allen Iverson on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Iverson. Offensive rebound.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Back to Thomas. Rodman kicks to Thomas. Dishes it to Lambier. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Iverson. Nahara, the pass to Nene. Tries it from 9. Count that bucket. Nene's got 7 points. Outside Thomas. Over Iverson. No good there off the double clutch. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Iverson. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Johnson. Dumars is out there with Thomas. Then it's Rodman. And it's Lambier in at center. Camby kicks to Nahara. Stolen by Dumars. And now the Pistons fast break. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Dumars got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons. Iverson kicks to Camby. Nene down low. Rodman on him, and slam dunk by Camby.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
On the wing, Johnson. The microwave. Vinnie Johnson still cooking.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Thomas against Iverson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
The line for your Nuggets, Allen Iverson. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. Aguirre's checked in for the Pistons. And both free throws good for Iverson. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Thomas. There's a screen. Lambier screen. Here is Aguirre. 6 to shoot. Expanding his range. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Nene's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Iverson gets the 14-footer to fall. Iverson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let-up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Denver. Here's Dumars. Rodman sends a screen. There's the dish to Lambier. No good on that one. Iverson with some nice D. The Nuggets leading by 16. Out to the right wing. Nahara down low. Covered by Dumars. His first shot coming late. Again, the Nuggets score.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And league expansion is something that simply won't leave the conversation in the NBA right now, Clark. Do you think that the NBA adding another team or 2 is inevitable?
I don't think it's inevitable. As a matter of fact, I think we're at a good number where we are, Kevin. It's still the best league in the world, and I think you could dilute that a bit if you added teams. So I'm fine with where we are.
Mahorn checked in for Dennis Rodman. Here's Iverson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Bill Lambier.
At the line for your Nuggets, Allen Iverson. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Iverson.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Mahorn, a screen on Iverson. Thomas, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
That free throw good from Anthony.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Thomas against Iverson. They set the screen. Here's Aguirre. And Aguirre, such a tough cover down low.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And the Nuggets with some changes. Martin comes in for Nene. And Smith subbed in for Eduardo Nahara. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pistons trail by 21. Here's Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Outside Dumars. Lambier a screen. And Dumars gets it to go. Dumars got 6 in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Iverson. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Dumars. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Officials have been scrutinized by players and coaches and analysts alike for as long as the games have been played. Clark, just how hard is it to be an official in the NBA?
Kevin, harder than I can really articulate. When you think about the number of calls, the speed and strength and athleticism of the players, the dimensions of the court being such a confined space for 10 extremely athletic, powerful players. All of that speaks to me in this way. The NBA officials are fantastic. Yes, they make mistakes, but all human beings make mistakes, and that human element should always be part of the game. I like technology aiding the officials, but I don't ever want to see us eliminate the human element of officiating.
A different look for Denver. Brown is checked in for Anthony. Davis comes in for Smith. And Smith subbed in for Iverson. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Dawkins checked in for Lambier. Sally comes in for Mahorn. Rodman, he's checked in for Aguirre. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. Rodman sends a screen. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Martin. And Dawkins pulls it down. Brown against Johnson. Rodman misses from short range. 32 seconds left in the game. The shot's good from Smith.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And here's Dumars. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.